Alright, Shalom, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Ba'asham Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing this 100% truth of the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirits and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh, and salutation to you, sincere Akimadi, that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and in all sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. This is your brother Abawan coming back at you with another lesson, just to do a response to the Apostle Taha's video, concerning and he speak as a dragon. I know the video has gone on, it has been a long time since he posted up the video, but I was getting around to doing this lesson. That's why I need to take my time doing it so I can bring out as much edification as I can. And Lord willing, this video be edifying, okay? So, right, in the video, the Apostle Paul said that word that's when you think about the dragon, some scriptures will pop into your head, okay? Precepts should be going through your mind, and a lot of precepts are going through my mind. But the first precept, okay, and the precept that inspired me to do this lesson, and let me go to that right now. Alright, the book of Revelation, chapter 12. Now I'll start from the 9th chapter, Revelation 12, verse 9, and it reads, "And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him." And what is this speaking about? It's speaking about the battle in heaven, okay? It's speaking about the battle between the chariots of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and Esau's space force, okay? Because when we talk about the heavens, we're talking about Shamayam, okay, the waters above the earth. We're talking about the actual, heavens, which is outer space. And we already know that he has set up his space force through Donald Trump, okay. The United States Space Force, okay, the whole earth, the United States Space Force, Space Marines, and the like. And right now they are the most used branch of the military. I watched in one of the Elder Malcolm's videos. He said that they don't even have breaks, that they don't go that they don't take breaks, that they don't sleep, they are always watching. And I should show you that he already knows what's coming. He already knows that Esau already knows that our Lord Yahushua is coming, and he's getting ready to meet him in the air, okay. But if you read the book of Second Esdras, the 13th chapter, I believe, it tells you exactly how that war in heaven will end up, okay. This is exactly how that war in heaven will end up. That's not what we're speaking about. I just wanted to give some background understanding on this precept. And the next one I'm going to get is the book of Revelation chapter 20, because it speaks about these things. I'm going to get more understanding on it. So I'll start from Revelation 20 verse 1, and it reads, "And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand." Revelation 20 verse 2. "And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So now the first one that we read, was speaking about the future prophecy, but this is speaking about the past prophecy, because we already know, okay, the breakdown for this, which is that Esau had the rulership during the Greco-Roman and the Roman Empire. But of course, during the time of the Holy Roman Empire, they came up into rulership, and they went on and they continued on in rulership into the Dark Ages. That's why you have your Byzantines, you have your Moors, your original French, your original Celts, your original Vikings, okay, your original British, the son of the Covenants, okay, the sons of the Covenants, okay, your original Germanic tribes, your original Danish, right? All these European nations that are currently controlled by Edomites. Originally, the first people that settled there, and even Esau will tell you in his own history, the first people that settled there were Israelites, okay, were so-called dark-skinned people, alright. Now that was during the Dark Ages, when we were in rulership, and during that time, Esau was bound, alright, in the Caucasus Mountains, okay. He was bound by the Most High, by an angel in the Caucasus Mountains, alright, for 1,000 years, okay, from exactly, and it was a little bit over 1,000 years, but it was exactly 1,000 years, and then he was left when he was loosed to reign in its season, as the scripture says. That is continuing on down. If you continue on down reading, what sort of top to Revelation chapter 2, because what I wanted to get is that old serpent. Right? That's what he's talking about. It's connecting the Esau. It's connecting the dragon. It's connecting Esau's system. Alright, it's connecting Esau as a whole. Okay, the whole nation of Esau to who? It's connecting it to Cain. It's connecting it to the serpent in the garden, and I can prove that using the blue letter. Okay, so now let's get into the interlinear. I already know what it is. Okay, when you go into the definition of the word devil and Satan, you should already know what it speaks about. Alright, so let's get that. How do you feel this would happen? I thought it's a little bit slow, slack, yeah. But they open, they bracket, I'll try. Alright, so let's get that. Alright, so first and foremost, what I'm actually going to want to get is serpent. Let's start with this. And the word is office. Right, so this is the word serpent. Office. Let me get that in audio. Come on. I guess the other doesn't want to play. Like I said, I don't have advertising really fast. You know, it is in these third world countries, Slovakia. But anyway, I'll just read this the definition. Snake or serpent. With the ancients, the serpent was an emblem of cunning and wisdom, and as the scripture says, and even the scriptures back that up, as it is written, be wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Okay, so the serpent is an emblem of cunning and wisdom. The serpent who deceived Eve was regarded by the Jews as the devil. Okay, so now what should that tell you? You should already know what the devil is or who the devil is according to the biblical context. Okay, not what these Christians are telling you. So we'll go through it once again because this is an important part of prophecy. Okay, this is a huge part of prophecy because once you understand what the scriptures mean when it says devil or when it says Satan, in some places, because there are some instances where, of course, the scriptures is talking about the spiritual demon Satan, but for the most part, when the scriptures talk about the devil or Satan, is speaking about a certain individual, alright, or a certain group of people that are descended from that certain individual. Alright, so this is the word devil, and it reads diabolos, G1228, and we've already been through this so many times. Okay, prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely, a calumniator, false accuser, slanderer, and it is a metaphor applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of the Most High, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. And this right here, okay, the first thing that should come to your mind is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, from verse 3 on down. Then shall our wicked be revealed, okay, the son of perdition, the man of sin, who opposed and exalted himself against all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped as the Most High. And this is what Esau has done, okay, who has changed the images of the Most High and his son. Job 9 verse 24, as the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, he changed and he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Okay, who has done all these things? Who fits this description? That's what you should be asking yourself. Alright, who on earth? Okay, who is the man that fits this description? And this Esau and his whole nation, because they have all been confederate together in doing these things. Alright, so now we understand what the devil is: a false accuser, the accuser of our brethren, that accuse them to the Most High day and night, or the accuser that does what, as it just says, that gives a man drink so that he can look upon his naked body. In other words, what he feeds, he fed the whole earth. He has corrupted the whole earth, that his philosophy and his wine, or his wickedness. And now, as the whole earth has gone along with his wickedness, he has used what he's accusing them against the Most High, saying that what they have adopted his wicked ways, so they are wicked as well and deserve destruction. Alright, so now let me also get Satan. I know, which is actually ironic because Satan is the exact same thing as Diabolos. Alright, so see, this is Satan now. Satanas.
Strong's G 4567. Satanas.
So you have it right there.
Thayer's lexicon. Satan.
Alright, so you have it right there. G4567. Satanas. And it reads, adversary, one who opposes another in purpose or act, the name given to the person of evil spirits, the inveterate adversary of the Most High and Hamashiach. He incites apostasy from the Most High and to sin, circumventing men by his wiles. Alright? The worshippers of idols are said to be under his control. And this is all speaking about what? The spiritual demon Satan. But what we have here, alright, the last part, a Satan-like man. And that is what Esau Edom is, okay? That's what Esau is. He's a devil, okay? He is the devil because what? He is the wicked. He is the representation of wickedness on earth. As the Israelites are the representation of righteousness on earth. Because even the scriptures tell you, that's the Apocrypha right there, okay? I believe the book Wisdom of Solomon, where it says that what? That we were made, alright, in the we are made in the image of the Most High. We are made to as what? Righteous judges, to reprove the thoughts of the heathen. Okay, we are made. That we have to get that precept. Have to get that precept. It's like you have to bear with me while I get that precept because I don't want to butcher it, because that is a beautiful precept, alright. Yeah, it is. It's coming up right now. I'm a little bit excited to read it. Alright, so let me start from Wisdom of Solomon 2 from verse 12, and it reads, "Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn. He is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending of the law, and objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. He professes to have knowledge of the Most High, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts." And as the Israelites are the righteous seed, okay, a holy and peculiar people to the Most High, you also have inadvertently on the left hand side, okay, the Edomites, a wicked seed that was created for destruction. As the scripture says, the book of 2 Timothy, that in a great house, okay, that in a great house there are many vessels, vessels of honor and vessels of dishonor, vessels of mercy and vessels of wrath. And you Edomites are the vessels of wrath, the vessels of wickedness that were created by the Most High to face destruction, okay. This is inadvertently telling you, it's showing you that the devil, okay, or the serpent that was in the garden with Adam and Eve was actually a man, okay. It wasn't no spiritual demon Satan. It wasn't none of that. It was a man just like Adam, just like Eve, that came as what? A left hand force to deceive them. Because what the scriptures tell you that the serpent was more subtle than any other beast of the field. Okay, so that shows you that what? It was a physical creature, but not an actual serpent, but a man. And it was a man that spoke to Adam and spoke to Eve and deceived them. And who on earth now would you call a serpent? Would you call would you call no, I want to say fuck tongue devil, but that's too much. That's too much. That's going too far. Who on earth right now would you call a serpent? Is it not these Edomites? Did they not do the same thing up to today? Use subtlety to deceive our people. Use subtlety to turn our women against us, to take Eve. Eve has been beguiled by the serpent once again. And I've actually done videos on that. Tons of them. Okay, just two. I've done videos on it. I've even done a whole camp on it. Okay, about Eve being beguiled once again by the serpent, taking his forbidden fruit once again, and using it to what? To deceive the males of our, the men of our people once again. So this shows you right now, you should understand that this is something ancient, okay. This is what has been going on since the beginning of time, and this is how you know, okay, that the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the ultimate chess player. The scripture says that he declares the end from the beginning. The scripture says that what? His counsel shall stand forever, because he has already decided how this will go. Alright, the whole stage has already been set, and we can only move as the Most High ordained us. After all, alright, he's the one that directs our steps, okay. He's the one that orders our ways, okay. As it just says that what? The man's goings are of the Most High, so how can a man understand his own way? And now you see that from the beginning, okay, these people were chosen, and this also proves reincarnation, because this same devil, this same serpent was reincarnated over and over again. And now, okay, his bloodline, okay, so now you know I have to go to the book of Genesis chapter 3, because there was something that the Most High, there was a course that the Most High gave. Alright, and here it is, Genesis 3 verse 15, and it reads Slovakia. Alright, Genesis 3 verse 15, and it reads, "And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Okay, so that should show you right there that first and foremost, the serpent will have seed, and the serpent's seed will be, always against the seed of Adam and Eve, which are what? The Adamites, the true, the Israelites, according to the scriptures. Right, so the Most High has made that enmity, that hatred, okay, that hatred against, between Jacob and Esau, okay, because we are two different nations, two manner of people. Going back to, jumping to Genesis 25, two different nations, two manner of people, okay, one made to fulfill everything that is righteous, and one made to fulfill everything that is wicked. So that's how, and that is how the Most High ordained it, okay. So that's why we constantly tell you, Edomites, don't get angry at us, okay. Don't get mad at the Hebrew Israelites. Don't shoot the messenger, because we are not the ones that decided your fate. It was Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, a higher power, decided your fate. Don't take it up with us. Take it up with the Most High. But Scripture says, who hath resisted his will, okay. What can you do against the Most High? Who art thou that repliest against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Right, you can say nothing but except just swallow your swallow your shit and just take it like that, and everybody else, the celebration that they were not, ordained or from the beginning to be the wicked. All right. When you see what you have right now, you see how ancient that up till now, the things that happened in the garden, how has it happened in the garden, that's the same way as it will end. The same serpent, okay, the same, the same serpent that begat Adam and that begat Eve and deceive and caused Eve to deceive Adam will be the same serpent that will be, Yahweh is coming back to destroy his kingdom. Actually, this should tell you everything you need to know about who the devil is today, about his origins, about why we call this is why we call Edomites the devil, okay? Because you originate from that, because your bloodline goes all the way back to that serpent, okay? All the way back to the serpent, your seed line. This is what it goes back to. All right, this is what it originates. This is where you devils originate from. That old serpent, okay? And let me get another precept. That cricket serpent, Leviathan. That's why we just call you what the serpents, because what even they're going to them. Ezekiel 28 verse 3, even the scriptures admits, thou art wiser than Daniel, okay? So that's why they call you a serpent, because what? First and foremost, you are wise as a serpent, and of course you have the forked tongue, okay? Double speak, like I was going to in camp. You use your tongue deceitfully, like this, like a serpent. He spake as a dragon. He spake as he had two horns like a lamb, but speak as a dragon. Speaking about Esau once again, another precept that should come into your mind whenever you think about the dragon, okay? That in his tongue was what? Peace and safety, okay? It's okay, I mean, with his lips he said, it's okay. Let me get that precept first. Let me get that precept. Here it is, Psalm 55 verse 21, and it reads, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were sweeter than oil, yet were they drawn swords, okay? Because this is what he does. He has that forked tongue where he says one thing, but it's not actually he means the other. He deceives you people, okay? He deceives you Israelites that aren't privy to his ways with that his forked tongue, and causes you to fall, alright, so that he can stab you in the back. And that's why Ecclesiasticus 12 verse 10 reads that it does. Never trust your enemy, starting with Esau, Edom, okay? Because once he has gotten you in that position where you trust him, he will overtake thee and take your place and stand up over you, and then put you in captivity, put you at the bottom, call you niggers, call you black, make sure that you never rise up or amount to anything like he has done to our people suddenly now, okay? So now I believe that is Isaiah 27. I want to go back to. Alright, here it is. Isaiah 27 verse 1. In that day, Yahweh with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent, even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. And this is speaking of Esau, Edom, okay, daughter of Babylon, the great red dragon, 7 heads, 10 horns, that represents E and his whole system, okay? And guess what? Its source system also involves the people. So the you Edomites, okay, Yahusha is coming to destroy you. Isaiah 63, who is this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? Alright, so don't forget, Yahusha is coming back with two goals in mind: to save and gather his elect from the four winds of the earth, and to bring destruction to you Edomites, okay? Because what? That old serpent, you devils, you're going to be taken out, okay? When if you don't, even after, alright, the war in heaven, when you lose it, Yahusha is still going to come down to earth, and he's still going to finish off all that is left, okay? That's why I said that word, that there shall be a great sacrifice in Bozrah. Alright, because what? You Edomites, alright, you're going to fill, Yahusha is going to fill his sword with your blood, okay? Because that's what's coming on the earth. So let me just end it here, since I don't have anything more to go into this. Alright, so with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahwashai, Ba'asham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.